I have a lot in today's video. I have footage from last night. Follow along. I got some things to show you guys. Welcome back to Mr. Bet on You. So we woke up this morning, turn on the app, 70%. So we achieved our dash now. It's been a hell of a 3 days. 44 deliveries to raise it from 57 to 70%. First order of the day, $27. You see, I'm still sitting in my garage. 27 bucks. So let's go to Aldi. Let's do this shopping. Let's get today's video started. Let's see what kind of orders we get with 70%. Next order, $4.75. I took it. It was like a mile Burger King. No big deal. I did that. Third order, trash. $13.75. I think 8.9 miles. I'm going to decline this in live time with you guys, and you're going to see what my new acceptance rate is. 72 after declining that. So I'm still good there. See what the next order is. This will be the fourth one coming up here. $5. Crazy Bowls and Wraps. It's a new Crazy Bowls and Wraps. Never been there. I think it was a mile and some change. Absolutely, I'll do that. I want to make sure I stay above that 70 or at least 70 to keep the dash now. Never been into Crazy Bowls and Wraps. I wanted to do a little recon. The order was ready, so I took it. Then we got an $11.75 stack Chick-fil-A Penn Station. Definitely going to do that. I think it was 5 miles, something like that. No problem at all. I'll deliver both of those for $11.75. Next order came in at $3.50. Kobe in the trash. We ain't taking $3.50. We ain't got to do that anymore, but I'll get to that later. Now we're at 70, whatever, 73%. This is where I turned DoorDash off because I got a $50 Instacart. I'll put it somewhere here. I wound up paying $48 because there was a few items I didn't find. And then we got a $24 Instacart right after that. So let's go ahead and talk about a couple things. And I'm going to kick it to yesterday's Pedro, right? The past Pedro, to show you guys some things that happened last night. And we're going to break it down. It is 6:10 on Wednesday, and I just hit 70% with a additional added route. I accepted a $10 order. It'll be my last one. We'll see what the numbers come out to be. And then they added a sauce on the side, $6 for 1 mile. I took it. That got me to 70%. Today's not been a great day. You guys have seen yesterday's video. I stayed out. I did another 6 or 7 runs. And it stayed at like 67, like all day. Went to 68 and went back to 67, which was weird. And then I've done a CVS and then these two, and then it went from 67 to 70. So these 3 accepts replaced 3 declines from a rolling 100. So we're at 70. I'm done for the day. These deliveries take me close to home. I wanted to document this with y'all. I'm not sure where this will be in the video that you're watching, but we're going to be breaking down, or we did just break down the experience. So when I start Thursday, so by the time you're seeing this video, I guess I'm going to kick it to future Pedro, and we're going to work today and see what it's like. Now usually I'm above 70, but I had that time where I wasn't getting shopping pace because I didn't have my red card, and I was seeing a lot of trash and I was declining. So it went down to 54%, and we've been raising it in the last 3 days to get it to 70, and I've accepted every single order that DoorDash has sent me. And it took me it took me 3 days, more like 2.5, because I didn't work a lot of hours today. But the orders in the last 3 hours have been really good. Everything's been $10 or more, with the exception of this last additional add-on, which is $6 per mile. I always do that unless it's a bad merchant. We're at 70. Let's kick it to Pedro. We're going to see how we do today. Thursday, 70%. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference yet, but I want it for the dash now. We'll see what happens. Okay, so if you've been following this week's journey to get dash now, I'm not calling it top dasher because really it's just the dash now function, because that's the only thing. But then DoorDash does tell us you get priority if you 70. Believe what you believe. It's all relative to your market and how you want to work the app. This is what I've learned. I've never done this before on this channel. I've done thousands of videos. I've never done something like this before. But I wanted to, in this week, I told you guys, I was going to tell you today why I kind of did it and give you a little bit of explanation. Not that I need to explain, but maybe I do, right? This is what I've learned, okay? In St. Louis, Dash Now is important. So that's why I wanted to do it. I also wanted to show you guys, because I knew I was going to have to take some trash. And what I've learned is, when you're taking as much trash as I did, probably about half the orders that I accepted would be orders that maybe a little bit more that I would never normally take. And every single order, as I'm delivering these trash orders to trash, unkind, unintelligent, uninformed, ignorant people, I've had people call support that I harass them. I've had customers try to lie to get away, not getting their order. I've had customers text me when I accepted an order, "Where's my food? Hurry up." I've had numerous bad delivery instructions. All the things that I say why we should not deliver to these people, because usually when somebody doesn't tip or they tip you 50 cents, they're a scumbag. And you're going to get frustrated. I've been more frustrated this week delivering DoorDash as far as my interactions with customers, or like just feeling like I have food in a car and I'm delivering to somebody that doesn't respect me, than ever before. I'm glad I did it. I think I showed some of you guys what not to do. I reinforced my own thought process and opinion that most people that don't tip suck. And we should not give them our time and our energy. We should not exchange energy and time. And we should not be imprinting ourselves onto people that don't value us. Now, a lot of us are like, if the money's fine, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're going to have I hit 10,000 deliveries. You know what the irony is? My 10,000th delivery was a shop and pay Target, $9.50. The woman didn't tip, and she was rude. And that was my 10,000th delivery. Mr. No Tip, No Trip delivered his 10,000th delivery to a clown. The irony in that is hilarious. Somebody actually commented that they thought that would happen the next day. That's exactly what happened. It's funny. I can laugh at myself now. Now, what am I going to do in December? I have right now, I'm at 73%, I think. You guys watched earlier some of the orders I got today. $51. It was easy. And then I made another actually 75 or so or 73 on Instacart. It's been a fine day. I've only worked like 4 hours and I made $125. It's dark because I'm filming this later. What do I do in December now? How will I keep it above 70? Well, I believe I saw, I declined 2 or 3 orders today. You guys saw those, right? I believe I'll see less trash if I stay above 70. That's what I believe, because I have my shop and pay now. My account's prioritized. I lost it a couple weeks ago. If you know, you know. So I believe I'll be able to keep it above that 70. Now, situationally, will I take a $4 or $5 run going a mile or two? Absolutely, but I've always done that. I've always talked to you guys about doing that situationally, especially after lunch when it's not busy, to help to keep the AR up. So I still think I'll be able to be selective, use my priority shop and delivers on my account, and keep it above 70. You guys will see what happens, though, because I am not, and I repeat, I will not, at the end of December, do what I did here at the end of November. If I am at 65% or 60%, that could happen. I might have a run of trash. I'm not taking $3 add-ons, $8 stacks going 10 miles. I did one $7.50 for 11 earlier this week. I think that was Monday. I will not do that in December. And if I do, and if I'm recording that and I'm filming that, call me out. Delivering to people that don't respect you is frustrating. It's almost demoralizing, because we're using our automobile, our fuel. We're waiting. It rained today. No. Stay away when you can. Decline, 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 to where somebody, eventually, DoorDash will pay you more or whatever app, and it's worth somebody else's time. To where, oh man, that was $6 for 3 miles. Oh, well, there was no tip. That's kind of weird, but at least you can stomach it. But when you're accepting something and you know that person's trash, it's hard. It's hard to feel like you're really whatever. Now, I will say this. The money's been okay this week. I delivered 44 deliveries. Okay. But I did about 10 more than normal, because the average order size when you're delivering some trash, it goes down. The average size goes down. But the money is almost about the same. Almost. It's close enough to where it's not a huge difference, because I did have some good orders in there, right? So the balance kind of worked out. I drove about 30 miles more than I normally would have. So that 30 miles for me is about $4.50 in gas costs. So I don't love that. So I lost $4.50 in fuel costs because I did have to drive a little bit more situationally. So that's what I kind of learned. I'm glad that I did this. I think I entertained you guys. Oh, Lord, the lights went out. That's a sign that the video's done. I think I entertained you guys. I think I gave you guys some perspective. I think all the time when I'm talking about no tip, no trip, and you guys are like in the comments, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? It doesn't matter. I hear you, and you might not be wrong. But for entertainment purposes only, don't try this at home. I did that in every video. I put a disclaimer, and I meant that. I do want to make you guys laugh at my expense sometimes. I want us to learn together. I want you to be able to have, maybe you're having a bad night and you're watching a video that you watched this week, like, man, Pedro's having a rough one. I feel a little bit better about myself because I'm not the only one going through it. You know what I mean? I hope you can relate to that. But I will never do that again. There were times this week, and I went live yesterday and talked about it, where I am exchanging energy with somebody that I just don't like, right? I worked in the restaurant industry a long time. I've managed, I've waited tables, I've bartended, I've bussed tables, I've done dishes, I've done every job in the restaurant industry. And I remember so many times a server would come in the back of the kitchen and be like, Pedro, this table is running me crazy, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then they worked so hard at that table. And we did everything we could do to make them have a great experience. Bend it over backwards, and that person didn't tip. And that server would have to also tip out the host or the bartender, and they'd lose money serving to those clown, trash human beings. I remember that. So I always tell myself, I don't want to do business with people like that don't respect another human. I learned that I feel like I'm just going to, I felt good about the content I made because I had to prove something to myself that it's not ever worth exchanging energy with somebody that doesn't really know or care about you. So why should I care about them? I just let them be miserable, let them be trash. Let's keep hitting decline so at least somebody else can take it and it's worth more for them. I appreciate y'all for watching this video. It's Thursday. I'm done working for the day. I'm going to spend time with my beautiful family. We're going to take her to go see Santa Claus because that's what they want to do. So I said, you know what? I want to be present for that. And the gig economy affords me to where I can turn the app off and go do that and not have to worry about leaving work early, asking to leave early, taking a PTO day. So I'm grateful for the gig economy in that way. It's not always great. It's not always fun. You're going to have issues. But being able to come home and stay grounded with my girls and have something to look forward to and memories and take some pictures and all that. And even if my daughter's, maybe she's a little scared of Santa, I want to be there so that she knows I'll always be there. And she's scared, I got her right there. The gig economy works for me. Does it work for you? Hey, I'll earn Top Dasher this month. I am happy about that because the Dash Now feature is the only thing that really works. And you guys will continue to see me. I'll make some more ride-alongs throughout December. We'll see what happens. I'll have good days. I'll have bad days. You guys will share along in the journey. Let me know in the comments down below how long you've been watching this channel. What do you think? What else do you want to see? And I appreciate y'all very, very much. Tomorrow's video will not be a ride-along. It's going to be something different. Stay tuned. Have a great night.